Okay, now am I audible to all? Today I have to make few announcements related to your exam, related to review of the paper and all. So am I audible to all? Please confirm that. Please type in the message box or unmute and let me know. Am I audible to all or not? Okay, okay. So the announcements are first announcement. Please, if you are interested, please I request all of you to note down these announcements. First is related to the paper review. Whatever your midsem paper, I got the queries from the one or two students, but I think I can put this review option open for all. So today by 5 p.m. I will open the review option for all. So in that you are able to see whatever question you attempted, they are correct or not, and how much mark you are getting in that. Okay, and if you have any query, I will allow 30 minutes time to suppose in that you are getting the only thing is you are getting the correct answer or not, but right option is not shown to you. If you find your answer is correct and you are not getting the marks, you have to solve that particular quiz question and mail it to me within 30 minutes. Okay, then only I will check that, recheck that, and if I found if is there any mistake or anything, I will credit that marks in your total marks. Okay, so that is related to the paper review. So remember the timings exactly at 5 p.m. I will open that 5 to 5:10 only, and from 5:10 to 5:30 you have to submit if any query is there. Okay, if you have any query related to this paper review, you can please ask. If anybody having any query related to paper review, you can please ask. Okay, and another is whatever quiz marks and test marks that I will also display on the Moodle after 5:30. So first we go for the review of midsem paper, then I will upload the marks of your quiz and first test. Okay, so all the marks prior to midsem will be available on Moodle by today evening or today by 6 p.m. So you can check all your marks and all. Another is, so first is this paper review and your marks. Second is, as far as our exam is concerned, for practical exam, please note down the dates of your practical exam. Practical exam will be held between 14 December to 18 December. Between 14 December to 18 December. So as per our schedule, we will arrange the practical exam. So in this practical exam, along with your practical, I will ask for the one project you have to complete. So I allow 1 week time, means from 23rd November to 1st December. You have to submit the project title to me. Okay, project title. Along with project title, you have to write what is the summary. So you can say short summary of that project and mail it to me. Okay, and project is in the group of two students. Okay, so two students has to decide which project they have to do. Project is related to digital signal processing and in MATLAB only. So two option you can select. Either you can go for MATLAB implementation or you can go for the simulation of that. So you have to use the MATLAB software or Octave. Either you go for MATLAB implementation or coding part. Another is you can go for the Simulink also. So you decide project title within these 8 days and submit it to me prior to 1st December. Okay, and on or before 10th December, you have to submit your project to me. Okay, so when we take the Viva on 14 December to 18 December, based on our day of the allocated to us for the DSP exam, I will take the Viva from that project. I will go for the project evaluation, some Viva from your practicals, as well as your total practical evaluation will be done on that particular day. Okay, some practical exam is there. Along with this practical exam, you will get the we will take the Viva of this project also. Rishabh Mishra, please. Yeah, okay, so this is related to the project submission and all. And one more thing, we will arrange one quiz that will be on next Monday. Okay, the timing will be 1:45 to 1:55. One quiz of 10 marks will be arranged on next Monday the syllabus whatever we have covered after your midsem, that will be in that particular quiz. Okay, so midsem to whatever we cover in this week, so that will be the syllabus for that particular quiz. Quiz timings will be 145 to 155, and that will be in the Moodle itself. Okay, if anybody having any query related to this project, paper review, practical and quiz, you can ask. If you have any query, you can please ask. Otherwise, we will continue with the lecture. Please type in the comment box if you don't have any query, so I can continue with the lecture. If you have any single doubt related to this practical project and all, you can ask. Yes, please, any of you. Okay, CO29, Rahul Meena, please unmute. He's left the meeting. CO42, Dipti, please unmute.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you got all the points?
Yes, sir.
Any query?
No, sir.
Okay. Yeah, one query I got. Sir, please give some example of project topics for project topics. You can select, for example, whatever task we have done, you have to select such a project in such a way that at least we club few of tasks in that. For example, we have done FFT and DFT. Okay, so instead of taking the static signal, you can take speech signal or image signal as an input, apply the DFT of that, find out the FFT, and find out some application in which you are utilizing that. So this way you have to go for the project. The main aim is whatever practicals we have completed, you can combine, you can utilize these practicals and find out in which you can apply this digital signal processing, and one application you have to show by running that. Ashish, hope you clear. Okay, anybody else? And project, जब भी आप project find करोगे, so project you have to find in such a way that it can having some coding, you can say the some algorithm or some coding will be there. It is not a just 5 or 7 line coding is there. You have to go for at least 50 lines of coding and some proper outputs you have to generate, and you are able to explain everything. Okay, we can ask about the aim of the practical, conclusion, what is the application, and you have to show everything. It is not you are given the good title but your project is not fulfilling that. Okay, so that's why I'm giving you 10 date at that time, 23rd November, from today to 1st December. Till that you have to decide. Okay, on or before 1st December you have to submit. Okay, anybody else having any query? Okay, so today 5 p.m. I will show you the paper review or midterm paper reviews there from 5 to 5:10. At 5:10 I will close that link. From 5:10 to 5:30, if you have any query in that questions, or you are thinking your answer is correct and I have marked it wrong, you do one thing: solve that example and justify your answer and mail it to. Can you delay the time from 5? Why, Ekta? Is there any, sometimes may I extend? Okay, okay. So do one thing, as your class is free, just do the message to me, then I will, but it will create the issue. So just a second. I have not informed the EC class today, so that's why their class is from 4 to 5. Okay, do one thing, Ekta. As your lecture is complete, you just message me. Okay. Then after I will open the link, and for 10 minutes I will open that link, and after 10 minutes I will close that link. Okay. Okay, so 10 minutes for review, and next 20 minutes, if you have any doubt, you solve that example, and if you think your answer is correct and it is given, your marks are deducted and it is wrongly considered, you solve that example and mail it to me. After 20 minutes, if I'm getting any mail, I will not consider that. Okay. And another is whatever your quiz marks and test marks, that I will also display on the Moodle. I will upload one PDF file for that. I already generated that PDF file or your result file. But if any queries in this mid-sem marks, I will update that marks, and then after I will upload this file in which you are able to see your quiz marks, your mid-sem marks, and whatever first test you have conducted. Okay, and another is next test we will arrange on the Monday. Monday, I think, is there a holiday on 30. Okay, so we will arrange on the Tuesday. I will modify that on the Tuesday. We will arrange that. The next test will be on Tuesday, 1st December. Okay, on the 1st December, there will be a test between 145 to 155, and the syllabus is whatever we have covered from mid-sem up to this Friday. Okay, so that will be the syllabus for that test. That is a 10-minute quiz. Okay, so you have to attend that quiz, and this will be the last quiz prior to your end semester. Okay, and 14 to 18, there is a practical exam. One practical is given to you. You have to perform that practical. Along with this, project is evaluated. Based on that, your marks will be given. Okay, so in practical, total marks are 50. So out of 50, 25 marks are internal marks, and another 25 marks for external. So in 25 marks of internal, whatever evaluation we have done up to now, in regular evaluation we are doing in the lab sessions, so that will be average out and scaled into the figure of 25, and marks will be allocated. And in the next 25 marks, 5 marks for your project. Okay, not 5 but 10 marks for your project, and remaining marks, 15 marks for 10 marks for project, and remaining 15 marks are divided for practical and viva on the last day. Okay, so this will be the bifurcation for 50 marks of practical, and in the theory 100 marks are there. 20 marks for internal evaluation, that will be based on quiz and test. 30 marks will be your mid-sem, and 50 marks will be your external exam. Okay, if you have any query, you can ask. Okay, so hope all of you clear about this. So let us start the lecture today. And from today, whatever lectures I am taking, so as there are lots of bunks from your side, one thing we can do, I can start with the today we are start with the windowing examples, because lots of examples are there, and in your book only theory part is covered in the practice. Okay, so for example, I have to take the help from the other reference books, so it is not possible to cover theory as well as example into the classrooms. So better next time onwards, I suggest everybody whatever theory we have covered, Kaiser up to Kaiser window and all windowing method, so that based on that today we are going for the solution of the examples, and next time onwards I will give you one theory topic. So prior to attending the lecture, you go for the theory, read that theory, and we solve the example based on that. Okay, because mostly we are getting around 7 or 8 lectures only till 14 December. Okay, so in this 8 lecture I have to cover the unit 3 and unit 4 both, and whatever remaining, that will be in your self study. Okay, so better you cover the theory topic yourself, and I will cover the examples in your classroom session. Okay, is it okay all of you? I will give you the theory topics and page number from your Prokis book. You just follow that, just read few pages only. Based on that theory topics, we will solve the example in your classroom session. Okay, all of you clear about this? Anybody having any query? Please comment in the comment box so I can understand you all got the things. If anybody have any query, you can please ask. Okay, at least few of you comment if you are getting all things clear. Why nobody is commenting? Anybody having any issue? Please let me know. अगर किसी को भी कुछ प्रॉब्लम है, let us discuss now. If you are clear about each and everything, just type all things are clear in the comment box. Two members from the same branch for projects. Yeah, from the same branch. Okay, at least few of you. Okay. Okay, there will was being an extra quiz as many of have issue in the previous quiz. Yeah, that's why I am taking the 3 quiz. As per the rule, we have to conduct the 2 quizzes in the any of the subject, one prior to mid sem, one after the mid sem. So this third quiz I am taking, and I will give you the average of all these 3. That will be your marks will be scaled from this 30 to 20. Is it okay, Ekta? Because this is the only option available, because very less time is available with us. So in that it is not possible to conduct the 2 quizzes. Okay, let me conduct the 1 quiz on next Tuesday. If time allows, I will not promise for that. If time allows, I will arrange the next one more quiz over there, and then I will give you the marks based on this. And if it is not possible, I will scale the marks, average marks from this 3 quizzes, and scale them to the 20 marks of internal. Will the format of end sem will be mid sem? It is not yet not decided, but mostly it will be same as your mid sem. Okay, in that you will the questions from the entire syllabus, but the weightage of mid sem will be less, and the remaining units having the higher weightage. Okay, Shravya. Okay, all of you. Now, sir, do we have submit project by December 1st or just project title? By December 1st, you have to just submit the project title only. By December 10, you have to submit the entire project. Okay, Srinath? Okay, all of you. Now let us start the today's lecture session. Okay, so today we are going to solve the example based on the windowing methods. So total 6 windows we have covered. So based on this windowing methods, we have solved a few. We are trying to solve few examples. So first, note down this example. Design the digital FIR linear phase. All of you, please note down the examples, because I will not include all this example in the PPT. You have to make one note for that. In that, you have to do the solution of all this and keep it with you. Okay. So design, just note down all the example, and parallel with me, you have to solve all these examples. Okay, because I am giving you solution of 1 or 2 examples. Remaining I assign you in this classroom, and you have to solve. Okay, so just note down the first example. Design the digital FIR linear phase filter. Design the digital FIR linear phase filter having following frequency response, and having length of 7 and cutoff frequency is 1 radian per second using rectangular window. Okay, so here we have to design a digital FIR linear phase filter. As far as designing is concerned, 2 type of filters we have to study in this chapter. One is FIR, another is IIR. So till now we have completed the FIR filters with the windowing method. So this example is based on that. It is a linear phase filter having following frequency response, having length of 7 and cutoff frequency is 1 radian per second. And we have to design this with a particular rectangular window. So that is given using rectangular window. And the desired frequency response is given. HD E of j omega is equal to e raised to minus j 3 omega, and the range is minus pi by 4 less than or equal to omega less than or equal to pi by 4. And for the remaining values, it will be 0 from pi by 4 to pi. So this is a statement for the example. Now the few things are we have to extract from this. Whatever the given data, length is given, cutoff frequency is given, and window type is mentioned. Okay, but it is not mentioned this filter is low pass or high pass. Okay, sometime it is mentioned clearly that is a low pass or high pass filter. So first we have to find out this filter is of which type. So just go for this solution. So the desired frequency response is given. So here I'm plotting this. Just a second. I have plotted this spectrum. So the range is given minus pi by 4 to pi by 4. So when you plot this, this will be the frequency response, whatever given to you, h of omega, and it will be minus pi by 4 to pi by 4. So when this type of spectrum is given, this represent the low pass filter in the frequency domain. So the range minus pi by 4 to pi by 4, and this represent the low pass filter. Okay, many times it is clearly mentioned which type of filter you have to design, but if it is not mentioned, you have to go for the range, and from the range you will get easily idea about the type of filter. Okay, so the desired frequency response is given earlier. HD e raised to j omega is equal to e raised to minus j3 omega. This is nothing but the desired frequency response. Now we have to obtain the inverse of that. So we have to take the inverse Fourier transform of hd e raised to j omega. So hdn is equal to, we are writing this equation, 1 upon 2 pi integration from minus pi to pi hd omega e raised to j omega and dw. Okay, so this is the equation we already derived for the impulse response from the desired frequency response. By taking the inverse Fourier transform, we are writing this equation. So now in this h, instead of hd omega, we are applying the value, and instead of minus pi to pi, the complete range is from minus pi to pi, but here our filter is from minus pi by 4 to pi by 4. For the remaining values, it is 0. So we are modifying these limits and applying the value of hd omega over here. So it will be 1 upon 2 pi integration from minus pi by 4 to pi by 4 e raised to minus j3 omega into e raised to j omega n dw. Okay, so instead of hd omega, I applied this value. Okay, now here again 1 upon 2 pi integration from minus pi by 4 to pi by 4. So here I am taking the common terms. Here j omega is common over here, j omega is same over here. So as these two terms are same, I am taking this j omega as a common, and in bracket I am writing n minus 3. So the equation will become e raised to j omega n minus 3 dw. So now we have to integrate this and apply the limits. So when you go for the integration of this, our answer is 1 upon 2 pi e raised to j omega n minus 3 divided by j n minus 3. The limits are minus pi by 4 to pi by 4. Okay, just note down this. Can we go for the next slide? Okay, so when you apply the limits and solve this, the equation will be 1 upon pi n minus 3 e raised to j pi by 4 n minus 3 minus e raised to minus j pi by 4 n minus 3 divided by 2j. So when you convert this exponential equation, it will become 1 upon pi n minus 3 sine n minus 3 into pi by 4. So this equation we have derived for the desired impulse response, that is hdn. Small hdn is equal to 1 upon pi n minus 3 sine n minus 3 pi by 4. Okay, and now we are defining the windowing function. As here rectangular window is given, so for the rectangular window the function is similar, 1 for n is equal to 0 to n minus 1, or you can write m minus 1 over here, because sometimes whatever length is given, you can take this length as n or you can take this as a m. In many of the books they have taken the notation n, in some of the books they have taken the notation m. Generally we are following this m notation, so here you can modify n to m minus 1. So here m is equal to 7, as length is mentioned, length is equal to 7. So this windowing function is equal to 1 from 0 to m minus 1. So the windowing function will be having one value, this omega n, having the value 1 for n is equal to 0 to n minus 1. Here m is equal to 7, so 7 minus 1 is 6. So it is having the value, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and 0 is over here. Okay, so for this it is having the value 1, constant value 1. So this is the windowing function. If you want to plot this will be the plot for the windowing function having value 1. As this is a rectangular window, our equation is very simple. Omega n having value 1 for this period, n is equal to 0 to m minus 1. So from 0 to 6 means for these 7 samples it is having the value 1. For the remaining samples it is having the value 0, that is mentioned 0 for otherwise, or for the remaining values. Okay, so now we have to produce the impulse response h of n. Okay, please note this, I have make one table over here. So general equation I have applied is, now is we have to obtain this h of n. H of n is nothing but simply hdn, means our desired frequency response. We have to pass this desired frequency response from the windowing function, or we can say hdn into omega n. Okay, so hdn into omega n. So here I have written the hdn, here I have written the omega n values. As this is the rectangular window, we have marked 1 for every value, because this for these 7 samples you are having the value 1 over here. Okay, now hn is equal to hdn into omega n. So hdn equation we are writing over here, sine n minus 3 pi by 4 divide by pi n minus 3. Okay, so first I am taking n is equal to 0. So when I am applying n is equal to 0, I will obtain the first component, that is h0, that is equal to sine minus 3 pi by 4 divided by minus 3 pi. If you simplify this, your answer is 0.075. And as you multiply it with windowing function, as this is a rectangular window, no change in this value, you are getting the same value as a output, 0.075. h of 1, for h of 1, when you apply the value 1 over here, your answer will be 0.159. Here point is not clearly visible, 0.159. For h2, your answer is 0.225. For h of 3, your answer is 1 by 4. How you will get this answer 1 by 4? For this, I have given this explanation. So 1 by 4, I am applying as a multiplication over here. Term I have added 1 by 4 into sine n minus 3 pi by 4 divided by pi by 4 into n minus 3. As our n having the 3 value. So when n having the 3 value, you are getting 0 over here, sine 0, and this also 0. So in this way, you are getting here 1 by 4 into 1. So here 1 by 4 into 1. So your answer will be 1 over here, and it is multiplied with this scaling factor which we have applied in this denominator, pi by 4. So your answer will be 1 by 4 for h of 3, or you can say 0.25. All things are represented in the decimal point, so here I am writing 0.25. Then h4, your answer is 0.225. h5, your answer is 0.159. h6, your answer is 0.075. So this will be the solution for this example. We obtain this h0, h1, h2, h3 up to h6. Okay, and as it is mentioned, this is a linear phase. So here from you can see that from this h3, 3 values are in this side, h0, h1, h2, and 3 values are in this side, h4, h5, h6. So as this filter is symmetrical, you can see that these values are here, h0 value is same as your h6 value. Okay, H1 value is same as H5 value, and H2 value is same as H2 value. Oh, sorry, H2 is same as H4 value. Okay, so these values are similar. So instead of calculating all 6 values, you have to calculate only these 4 values, and based on symmetry you can answer that H0 is same as H of 6, H1 is same as H of 5, and H2 is same as H of 4, and this will be your final answer. This is how you will obtain the H of n for this filter. Okay, and after getting this will be the final answer I have mentioned over here: 0.075, 0.159, 0.225, 0.25, 0.225, 0.159, 0.075. And here this is nothing but line of symmetry. Okay, these all values are available here also, as this is a linear phase symmetrical filter. All of you clear up to this? If anybody have any query, you can please ask. Yes, Ekta. Just a second. Yeah. How it is low pass? Just a second. Here, your range is given, that is minus pi by 4 to pi by 4. Okay, so this is the frequency domain representation of this. So in this frequency domain representation, here minus pi by 4, here, and here you are getting minus plus pi by 4. So this is the negative region, or 0 to minus pi by 4. No, not negative, but 0 to minus pi by 4, and this will be the 0 to pi by 4. So in this, if you are look like this, here, if I'm drawing this half part, 0 to pi by 4, you can easily say that for this particular range it will be the low pass filter, or you can say that this omega mod of omega is equal to pi by 4. Either it will be minus pi by 4 or plus pi by 4. It reflects nothing but it is a low pass region. This is low pass region for this positive value 0 to pi by 4, and this will be the region 0 to minus pi by 4. Okay, that's why we have taken this as a low pass filter. Hope you clear, Ekta. If you are still having any doubt, you can please ask. Just a second. Cutoff frequencies are 1 radian per second. Okay, so here in this particular example it is of no use, because here minus pi by 4 and pi by 4 is given. Cutoff frequency 1 radian per second. So that is nothing but additional thing, we omega c is given, but along with this omega c, this minus pi by 4 and pi by 4 is given to you. Okay, so this may be they were additionally provided, but we are not utilizing this because our main interest is this range, which represent which type of filter is there. Okay, so we are interested from minus pi by 4 to pi by 4. Okay, so this is particularly no use for this example. Only we have to take this minus pi by 4 to pi by 4. Okay. Okay, so this example we have solved using the rectangular window. Now let us solve the same example with the another method, so things will be more clear. Okay, same example, please note down the same example using Hamming window. So design of the digital FIR linear phase filter having following frequency response and having length of 7 using Hamming window, or you can ignore this line at present, and using Hamming window. So instead of rectangular window, now we have to utilize the Hamming window. Okay, please note down this example and let me know what are the changes we require to get this filter design using Hamming window. Anybody can answer? Anybody have any idea? Let me ask few of you. Okay, CO21 Vikas Chaudhary, please unmute. CO24 21, sorry, CO21 Vikas Chaudhary, please unmute.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. You got the second example. In this, we have to use the Hamming window instead of the rectangular window. So, can you tell me what kind of changes we have to apply to solve that?
So the window function will change now.
Yeah, which window function we have to use for Hamming window? Have you remembered it? Okay, you can mute.
No, sir.
Let me show you all this. Only thing is, whatever HDN calculation that remains same as your previous example. Means up to this, your calculations are same. Means whatever this equation you got, you get the same equation over here because your HDN is remain same over here. So HDN will be 1 upon pi n minus 3 sine of n minus pi by 4. Okay, so this HDN or impulse response or desired frequency response in the terms of in the time domain will remain same. Only we have to apply the change at this omega n. That is a windowing function. Okay, so here as we are using this Hamming window, so let me show you the solution of example 2. This is the windowing function for Hamming window. 0.54 minus 0.46 cos 2 pi n divided by m minus 1. So this is a windowing function for the Hamming window. Okay, now we have to apply the values and we have to find out all the 7 values from omega 0 to omega 6 for this Hamming window. Okay, so when you apply omega 0 and you solve this, you will get the answer 0.08. Then omega 1, when you apply, this is the solution, you will get the answer 0.31. When you write the omega 2 and solve this, you will get the 0.77. Omega 3, your answer is 1. So these are the first four windowing functions: omega 0, omega 1, omega 2, and omega 3. And for omega 4, your values are 0.77, 0.31, and 0.08. Again, you can see that the symmetry is followed in previous. For the HDN, H0, H1, and H2, these are same as H6, H5, and H4. So here similarly, this will be your H6, sorry, omega 6, omega 5, and omega 4. Omega 6, omega 4, 5, and omega 4. Okay, now you have to obtain this H of n. H of n is nothing but whatever HDN you obtain, values of HDN you obtain, multiply this HDN values with this omega n. Multiply this HDN values with this omega n. So you will get this H0 function 0.006, H1 0.049, H2 0.173, H3 is equal to 1, H4 is equal to 0.173. Next is 0.049 and 0.006. This is a solution of the same, or you can say the implementation of same desired frequency design of same FIR filter, but using the Hamming window. Okay, so when any change is there, only you have to change the windowing function. Based on this windowing function, you have to find out the coefficients. Okay, all of you please note down and try to solve this. Write down the solution. Then I will assign the new example. Okay, all of you. Now write down the next example and try to find out the solution for that. Design the digital FI linear phase low pass filter having cutoff frequency pi by 4 using rectangular window of length 11. Okay, here it is clearly mentioned that is a low pass filter. Mode of omega is equal to less than or equal to pi by 4, and cutoff frequency is mentioned here. You can see both things are clearly mentioned, and rectangular window using rectangular window, and the length is 11. Okay, all of you please try to solve this, and as you got the answer, please answer me in the comment box. All of you note down this or just take the screenshot of this and try to solve this, and those complete the solution, please let me know. I have given the example title HD e raised to j omega is equal to 1, where omega mode of omega is less than or equal to pi by 4 and 0 for the other values that I have given in the comment also. So you can note down this and solve this using the rectangular window. Okay, one more thing I want to say about the practical. कुछ लोग हैं जिनका आज तक एक भी प्रैक्टिकल का इवोल्यूशन नहीं हुआ है. ओके, सम ऑफ किसी का टर्न आ चुका है मगर उनका सिस्टम काम नहीं कर रहा था या कुछ इश्यूज थे. सो दिस टाइम I suggest all of you to ready with your proper system or not. Proper system or whatever your program you are done. So you can, I can evaluate them. Okay. Otherwise, you are not getting more than one or two chance to represent everything. So by next lab, whenever I announce any number, you all must be prepared with your system and all. किसी के पास से भी मुझे वो एक्सक्यूज नहीं चाहिए सर आज लैपटॉप नहीं है, आज प्रोग्राम नहीं है मेरे पास. अगर ऐसा हुआ यू विल गेट द 0 मार्क्स फॉर दैट. बिकॉज हमारे 7 एक्सपेरिमेंट हो चुके हैं, ओनली 3 एक्सपेरिमेंट्स आर रिमेनिंग. Out of that 3, 2 will be given in this week and next 1 will be given. So total 10 experiments will be there. Okay. So still जिन 7 एक्सपेरिमेंट में से कुछ बंदों का आज तक XB एक्सपेरिमेंट इवेल्यूट नहीं हुआ है. तो जैसे ही आज से दिस वीक में इवोल्यूशन स्टार्ट होगा, मैं उन बंदों का पहले नाम अनाउंस करूंगा. तो जिनका एक भी एक्सपेरिमेंट या सिर्फ एक दो ही इवेल्यूट हुए हैं, उनको अपने सिस्टम के साथ प्रॉपरली रेडी रहना है. ओके, अदरवाइज उनका इवोल्यूशन अगर नहीं होता है because of your issues, net issues or like system available नहीं था, ऐसे issues रहते हैं, I am not able to help in that case. So this time please prepare with your system and all. This time onwards, अभी जो last 3 lab session होंगे उनमें सबका evaluation complete होना चाहिए. Okay, so the evaluation will be more faster compared to last labs. So at least we will cover 10 to 20 student, 15 to 20 student in any lab session. So सबका evaluation at least minimum 7 experiment तक होना चाहिए. ओके, लास्ट में जो 3 प्रैक्टिकल्स रहेंगे उनका मैं लास्ट एक राउंड लेके सबका एक साथ ले लूंगा. डेट विल बी पॉसिबल, बट 7 एक्सपेरिमेंट तक सबका इवैल्यूएशन एक बार नेक्स्ट 2 लैब सेशन में होना ही चाहिए. अगर किसी भी रीजन से नहीं होता है, आपके यहाँ कुछ भी इश्यूज हैं, प्लीज सॉल्व आउट दैट इश्यूज सो यू कैन अटेंड द लैब विद द प्रॉपर सिस्टम. ओके ओके, पैरेलल टू as you are solving the example, let me take the attendance. Any of you got the solution? Please comment. It's the same as we had solved earlier with the rectangular window. So for the windowing function, no calculations are required. Whatever your HDN you are getting, you just multiply it with the 1. Means you are getting the same value as your HDN value. But the thing is, instead of m, that is m is equal to 11 over here and function is equal to 1 over here. Okay, so parallel to I am taking the attendance, try to solve this and find out the solution. This will be the answer for this. H0 is equal to minus 0.045, H1 is equal to 1, H2 is equal to 0.075, 0.1592, 0.02251, 0.25, and remaining nothing but the, as the symmetry is there, you are getting the symmetric for this 0.2251, 0.1592, 0.075, 0 and minus 0.045. So this is the answer for this example. So today we have utilized the rectangular window and Hamming window only. So in the next session, we will try to solve few more example based on the another windows. Okay. So along with this, you all of you, as we have covered the frequency sampling method also. So prior to attending the next lecture, all of you please read that theory of frequency sampling method. So we can solve few example based on that also. Okay. So please note down the answer and now you can leave.